First line of concrete's edge circle. Second line of the concrete is about 20 feet, and then whatever's inside that doesn't matter. But I wanted to do like a tournament recap because I did play a tournament recently. I played the Beehive Classic at the Fort Benaventura Park that they played in 2021 Worlds, and it was a very fun tournament. I had loads of fun, but I didn't play to my standard. I know how well I can play and I know what I can do, so going out there and shooting the way that I did was bad. I ended up shooting like a 958 total tournament average, and I don't know, I just didn't click fully. I had a couple good holes, a couple bad holes, and realistically, I just need to work on some more stuff. So I'm gonna sit here and talk to you guys while I putt. Because I don't know, it's kind of hard to putt and talk. I don't know what it is. Whoa. That was such a bad release. But it's like nice crispy morning. It's kind of overcasty. Round one wasn't horrible. Could have been a lot better. I felt pretty good for the first round. I think I shot +4 with a 5 over front 9 and a 1 under back 9. And it didn't feel too bad of a +4. Honestly felt like a lot better of a +4 than I thought it was going to be. So, first round, kind of nervous actually. Well, I felt good, but I was a little nervous on the green. So my putting wasn't completely where it needed to be. I ended up being a little nervous on the putting through the front 9. Gave myself a couple unfortunate bogeys. I think I had a double bogey as well. And then on the back 9, I started to dig, and I shot 1 under, which wasn't a bad 1 under. I think, was it Andrew Filamahala? One of the Filamahala brothers shot like 8 under. I'll put his round on there as well, just so you guys can see it. I think it was like a 1050 or 1070 rated 8 down, which is crazy. Second round was weird. So instead of playing 3 rounds at the fort, we went and played this little baby course with a lot of birdie potential. And the day before the tournament, actually, I played 2 practice rounds. My Fort Benaventura practice round, which I did not keep score on DiscGolf. I took a score on my little scorekeeper. I think I shot 2 under. I was playing pretty decent. A lot of bad stuff happened that round as well. Kind of messed up a lot of stuff. But from what I could gather out of it, it gave me enough to go forward into the tournament and play decent-ish. I practiced round for the Observatory Park course, which was the smaller one that was kind of birdie or die. I shot 11 under, but it wasn't windy. It's completely calm conditions, and it was really nice. And then during the day, on day 2, it was windy, like 30-mile-an-hour winds. And yeah, it wasn't fun. Maybe 20. Might be misjudging that a little bit, but it was still bad. All my practice from the day before the tournament kind of went out the window, and I kind of had to wing it a little bit. Throwing a lot of firebirds, a lot of monsters. It was really hard throwing up shots that day from like 300, 350 in, because there's a couple par 4s on it. I just didn't like it. It didn't feel like that friendly of a course. Whoa. I don't know, it just didn't seem like a professional course. It didn't seem like a good course to play for an A tier. Where did this other putter go? Did I sneak it back here? I thought I snuck a putter back there. Where did this white one go? Oh, was leaning up against this. I don't know. I shot 11 under. Nobody shot that the day of the tournament. I think it was 9 under or maybe 10 under, maybe. But third day was really nice. It was actually a good day to score, and I was right on the cash line. I think I was in a tie for 32nd or 34th. But when I looked through it and saw the ties that came down to it, I was actually in a tie for 17th. So I really had to play at least even par to keep myself in the running for cash. I ended up not doing that. I ended up shooting 8 over par. And honestly, it wasn't until the end of my round that the 8 under par came into effect. I was actually thinking around maybe +1, +2 as like my worst I could have done. And maybe like 1 or 2 under if I was started playing well at those last couple of holes, because I was playing better on the back 9 at the fort rather than the front 9. So after my decent-ish start on the front, it wasn't really that great. I think it was +2, maybe +1 on the front 9. And then I ended up shooting +6, I think. So I was +2. Yeah, I was +6 on the back and +2 on the front. So it really wasn't a good finish. But what ended up happening was I got to, I think it was hole 14's, hole 14. I ended up throwing a bad drive. I hit the ceiling high, and instead of it pushing through, it filtered to the left, like kicked to the left, and then it filtered out a little bit. And I had this awkward standstill. The only thing I can think of was getting a Firebird out there into the middle of the fairway so that I could get my par. And I ended up grip locking it a little bit into a tree further up the fairway and getting trapped between like 3 of these trees. And I still ended up trying to go for it. I was about 280, 300 feet from the pin for an upshot on my third. And I ended up absolutely mauling my hand on a tree, and it still hurts. Like my pointer finger doesn't feel right now. It feels a little jacked up. So not the best way to end the tournament, but I think I shot +6 through like 4 holes. And that's what killed the cash dream of at least cashing. Whoa, kind of came off my back foot weird. But all in all, it was a great tournament. I had so much fun. I ended up staying in a motel with my girl, and we got to travel around Ogden, find some cool places. They had a festival going on 25th Street, or is it 24th? Yeah, it's 25th Street. But yeah, all in all, it was a good weekend. But there's some things I need to work on. My putting felt pretty good. It doesn't feel good right now. I did take a 3-day hiatus. So putting feels a little wonky right now. Just a little off. Just a little off. Putting felt great that weekend. Remember putting exceptionally well. Everything within 300 feet was pretty good. Felt pretty nice. My backhand felt really strong. I actually had some really good drives, like hole 9, the par 5 at the dogleg left all the way down along the river. That was a good hole for me. I think I birdied it the second round. Might have bogeyed it the first round. But all in all, it was more of my second up shots. So like par 4s. I throw a really good tee shot, and then I don't know if it was the pressure or if it was just the lack of pristine practice, being able to practice the course a couple times before I played it. But my second up shots from like 300 and out, over 300, so like 350 and out, they didn't feel too good. They really killed the birdies. Whereas my putting's what saved me and gave me pars and a couple birdies every once in a while. Driving off the tee, like I said, if I did say it, was amazing. I was hitting tight gaps, far throws. I mean, it was realistically, I was throwing really good tee shots. Just had some really bad approaches. All in all, I think I averaged 958, 960, so my rating. And I'm going to use that as my floor. It's going to be my minimum tournament average. Like if I have a bad round, I'm going to try and make sure it stays around 960 because it was just not my best tournament. But it was also my first tournament in like 2 years. The last time I had played a tournament was actually the Beehive Classic as well. I did not play as well as I thought I was going to. When I first moved here to Utah, I ended up playing the fort for like a week and a half straight, and I think I carded like a 9 down as my best round out there, which if I played Worlds in 2021, it would have been a 952 rated round, which is pretty cool. But did it happen when it needed to happen? So wow, I'm putting so low. There it is. There it is. No, it's not. God, I suck. Not really. You gotta tell yourself that you suck so that you practice harder and play better. So most of my practice is the basket and the field and the backyard. So most of the videos you guys have been seeing and are gonna see are gonna be here, the field, and I do have a course, but it's so crappy. There's sagebrush and weeds and stickers and no maintenance. There's not even any concrete pads. The only thing nice about it are the baskets. Baskets are kind of nice, but got stuff to work on, and you guys are gonna see a lot of it. So what I'm gonna do is, for every like I get, 20-footer, maybe 25-footer, I'll probably bring the line over here in the middle of these. For every comment I get, it's gonna be edge circle, out of circle putt, and then for every follow I get, I'll do a 500-foot drive or something like that, 450, maybe just to keep it within range. I'll do like a 450, 500. I'll do drives. I'll do some long bombs for anybody that follows, and then I'll post them so you guys can see them. And until then, you guys take it easy. I'm going to keep practicing and just show me some love so I know what I need to start doing and start practicing. So, thanks, guys.